Welcome to the video today, guys. Today is Sunday Fun Day, and we're coming at you from Las Vegas. This is the January review video. We're going to go through all of our deposits and all of our purchases from our Webull account from the month of January. In January, we made two deposits. We made a deposit of $510. $10 was change. $500 of the dollars was money that was in our savings account, not making any money. Webull ran a special in the month of January that if you deposited $500 or more, you would get 3 free stocks. We also deposited $25.50 worth of change towards the end of January. We should be receiving our free stocks from Webull tomorrow or the day after. It should be it should be pretty close around February 11th that we receive those free stocks. We are going to make a video about that so you guys can see that that actually happens. It's pretty exciting. To run through the purchases that we made in January, we made out of our $510 deposit, we purchased one stock of ExxonMobil for $64.95. We purchased one share of Federal Realty for $128. And then on January 27th, we bought another share of ExxonMobil for $65. And then we finally bought one share of Sunoco for $31.40. On January 28th, we bought one share of 3M for $166.50. And then also on January 28th, we bought 2 shares of B&G Foods. We bought 2 shares at $16.25. And then also on January 28th, we bought 1 share of Independent Bank. With our $25 worth of change and a little bit of change left over that was in our account, we bought another share of B&G Foods on February 6th for $15.25. And then we also bought one more share of ET for $12.72. So in total, we spent about $530 in January, which seems like a lot of money. But the best thing is if you were to go to the store and buy $530 worth of stuff, you would only have your stuff. The cool thing about buying these stocks is that every year they will pay us dividends. Some of them will pay us dividends every month. Some will pay us dividends every quarter, so every 3 months. But basically for our $510 worth of purchases that we bought, basically every year they will pay us about $25, which is pretty cool. This is the amazing part. The $25 worth of change is going to pay us about $3.12 every year. In the month of January, we did receive our first dividend, which was from the OXLC. Okay, so that brings our grand total to $828 that we have invested into the stock market. That amount of money for the investments that we made should get us $55 in dividends every year, which that in turn is a 6% return. So hopefully with the money we make in our dividends, we can buy other stocks which will make us more money. This isn't a really huge account, but it is pretty amazing that basically with $800 worth of change in money that was sitting in the bank, that we are able to make an extra $55 this year. Something I just remembered was when we opened the savings account that we are using for the kids' college fund that we're putting all of the YouTube money and Amazon money into, we had put $732 worth of change into that account. So what I'm going to do is a test run, because we don't need the college money for another 3 years, is I'm going to take that $732 and invest it into the Webull account to see if we can make a little extra money doing that. So we're going to deposit that money into the Webull account, and then we've made a few we've tried to figure out how we can make a little bit of extra money every month through dividends so that we can buy other stocks that will make us more money. So that's the goal for the $732 is we're going to buy a few stocks that have a little higher dividend yield that pay monthly, so that every month we should be able to buy one share of something. Some months we may be able to buy more as we get dividends from our quarterly paying stocks, and then I don't see a whole lot of extra money this year to be able to invest. So this way, if we buy the monthly ones, we should be able to buy one share of something every month. A few things that we are going to have coming to us is we're going to have my tax return, which I am planning investing, which I think is only like $400, but it's better than going to buy a pair of shoes or, you know, something else that's not gonna make us any money. And then we're also in the process of selling my house, and we had someone put an earnest money deposit down who ended up backing out. So I will be getting $500 for that, which I'm just gonna take because that money's already basically gone, or that was money that I shouldn't have had anyways. I'm just gonna invest that into the stock market. So between those two things, that should give us an extra $900 this year to invest, which then hopefully will end up being able to make us enough money in dividends so that we can buy other stocks. So I feel like we're off to a good start this year. I can see how this can become very addicting, especially for someone who likes to save money like myself. I love to be able to save money. I'm a big change saver, and then I'm also a person who at the end of the month, if they have money left over, they put it in their savings account. So I feel like my new savings account's going to be the stock market, which may be a good thing, may be a bad thing, but so far this month I've learned that your stocks may go down. It seems like just about every single stock I've bought has gone down in price after I bought it, which to me is fine because I know I'm not going to sell it, and that's technically the only way you lose money in the stock market. It is very neat to see that we've received our first dividend, and that is an eye-opener to how, if you have a lot of money invested, how much money you could possibly make every month or every 3 months, or whenever they pay your dividends, because those can become your paychecks if you have enough money invested. Another thing I've learned is that this is a slow process, a very slow process. There's a lot of things to look at when buying a stock. I know very little about buying stocks, but I know that there are supposedly good companies out there. I can't offer you any investing advice because I'm a new investor. I feel like doing this dividend investing is going to be a learning process, but I'm excited that we've started at least. That's the hardest part. So if I only get this little bit of money invested, we should be up to, after I deposit the $532, we should be up to about $1,500, which is a good amount to start out with, which also raises the bar very high, because if I was able to put $1,500 in there a month, that'll give you an idea how much extra money you could make every year. So my goal is to be able to get it up to $100 this year. Like, I want to be able to receive $100 in dividends by the end of the year. So basically, if I only invest this much money, I will make an extra $100 every year. And then another goal is to buy try to find stocks where they'll raise the dividends. So like, if I make $100 this year, hopefully all of the stocks that I bought will raise their dividends. So then maybe I'll make $110 next year. But we'll have to see how that plays out. So I hope you enjoyed the video. At least I've got you up to date through Fun Day Sunday, and then make sure you subscribe so you can see what stocks we buy with our $732 worth of change. And I almost forgot that at the time of recording this episode, we are technically down $15.87. So it's not that bad. And as you can see on the screen right here, we have a cash balance of about $5. A couple bucks of that is my money, and then apparently the one free stock, it was BIOS, I believe is what it was called, which is like Option Healthcare or something. They did a reverse split where they took 4 shares. So if you had 4 shares of stock, their stock. They turned that into 1 share, and because I only had 1 share, they paid me out. So I ended up getting $4.17 from it. So, which basically I made about 20 cents off, no, 35, about 40 cents. I made about 40 cents off of that. So, but that's where we stand at the end of January. Make sure you subscribe so you can see which stocks we picked to spend our $732 worth of change on. Thanks for watching.